bathroom scale is probably the most common way you track your progress when working on a weight loss goal. Having your body composition tested as well is a great way to make sure you're losing the type of weight you want to lose, body fat, and not just water weight or potentially some of the lean tissue in your body, your muscle tissue, which is one of the many problems with trying a fad diet. But you might be wondering how some of these different tests compare. My name is Catherine Basu, this is Tighten and Tone Tuesday, and today I'm going to share with you 3 common tests for figuring out your body fat percentage and body composition, and the pros and cons of each. So let's talk about these 3 tests first. The first of the 3 tests I'm going to talk to you about is something called the Bipod. And if you didn't watch the last episode of Tighten and Tone Tuesday, here's a picture of it for you. A Bipod is a device that uses changes in air pressure to figure out your body density and therefore your body fat percentage. And this test is considered to be the most accurate of the 3 I'm going to share with you today. And it's one of the most accurate tests out there. It's considered to be within a 1% margin of error of your actual body fat percentage, and it compares very well to another method that's very well known where you have to go and dunk yourself in water. So it's a lot easier, the testing procedures are easier, and it's what I recommend you try if you're trying to get the most accurate results. To learn more about the experience of actually having the Bipod test done, I invite you to click on this link here to watch the previous episode of Tighten and Tone Tuesday, where I talked you through my personal experience of using the Bipod. After going through the Bipod test, you'll get a printout of your results, so you'll actually find out your body fat percentage and a little bit of extra info. So let's take a look at the sheet.
So if you look over here on the left-hand side of the sheet, you can see my body fat percentage was calculated to be 22.2%. And this is just a quick run through of the rest of the sheet, but you can actually go over to the blog post for this video if you're not on it and see the actual printout. So you can download a copy and see what my full results look like.
Now the Bipod test does cost $50 per test, and while most people can wait 3 months in between visits, it might not be something you're looking to invest in to get that accuracy. So the second test I'll talk to you about is something called bioelectric impedance. I have a handheld device here that you might be able to use at your gym, or if you have a bathroom scale that measures body fat percentage and uses bioelectric impedance, you'd have similar results there. The results I had from the same day I did my Bipod test, the same morning, are shown right here. Now, even though my results were pretty close to what I had with the Bipod, this is a little bit misleading because bioelectric impedance itself is known to have a margin of error of closer to 6 to 8%. So even though my results this time around were very close, it might not happen in a future test. And if you use bioelectric impedance, your results might be 6% higher than what your actual body fat percentage is, or 6% lower. So something to consider. And the third and final method I'm going to share with you today is about as accurate as the bioelectric impedance test, but it's a lot easier to do, and if you don't have a gym that has that device or you don't have a bathroom scale that has that device, this is probably the easiest way for you to get an idea of your personal body fat percentage, because all you're going to need is a measuring tape and possibly a bathroom scale depending on your gender. And then you can follow along with me. I'm just going to be using a calculator for body fat percentage using your circumference measurements that I made in a previous episode. So I'll show you my results and how to plug everything in, but then you can go back and put in your own numbers and get your results.
All right, so once you get to the blog post, and I will add all these links for you in this current blog post and also hopefully to this video, you will be able to download this Excel sheet, and you're going to start typing in your values for your circumference measurements, height, age, weight, depends on what gender you are, what you'll actually need. But you'll type those into the yellow boxes, and that's going to let you just use the formula. So once you're done typing everything in, right above those yellow boxes, you will see your body fat percentage. So you can see mine is 27% according to this calculator. So quickly, I'm going to compare the 3 results I got. They're a little bit all over the place, but they're in the range we expected. So the Bipod is going to be plus or minus 1% of your actual body fat percentage. Both the circumference measurements and the bioelectric impedance could be up to 8%, usually 5 to 6% within your actual body fat percentages range. So even though you can see that bioelectric impedance was a lot closer to my Bipod results, just wanted to point that out to you guys. And also, I took my circumference measurements on my own, so that could have been a little bit of a reason why there was that extra margin of error. But the ultimate thing to remember is that just to compare results from the same device over and over again, because there will be some margin of error that could even place you outside of a certain rating for you.
Now that you watched this video, I want you to take action now. Leave me a comment letting me know how you're tracking your progress in reaching your current fitness or weight loss goals. Are you just using the scale? Have you tried one of the 3 tests I described for measuring your body composition? Or have you tried a different test? I'd love for you to share and answer any of the questions that you have about the 3 tests that I share with you today. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by for this week's Tighten and Tone Tuesday. I hope you'll catch the next episode. And if you have a question related to your fitness that was not discussed today or in a previous episode, feel free to reach out and let me know about it. I'd love to dedicate a future episode of Tighten and Tone Tuesday to you. Hope you have a great week, awesome workouts, and to see you next time. Bye!